Okay, this is an experiment and it's probably not going to work. I tried it once and it was a big mess and it didn't work. So now I'm going to show you on video how to make it into a bigger mess and have it work even less. This is 14 gauge aluminum. This is 16 gauge aluminum. I like 12 gauge because the aluminum is really soft and you hammer it and it flattens out really wide. And then that hammering makes it stronger, but it also makes it nice and flat. But I couldn't find this natural aluminum color. I think it's just uncoated aluminum, and this black color in the thicker 12 gauge like I like. So 14 and 16 is what we have, but you can use other gauges if you want. Anyway, let's take let's bring a ruler over here and pretend we're actually measuring the right way. Let's take about a foot, like 1/3 of a meter, right, of the silver color or the plain aluminum. Right? Did we do that right? About, kind of, yeah. Whether it's, no matter what you measure it, if you're going to do 2 pieces for earrings, just measure one off the other to make sure they're even with each other. Sometimes that's better than being perfectly measured or whatever. I don't know. Don't even listen to me if you sense this gut feeling that, like, I'm leading you astray. You should probably listen to your gut. All right, so we'll do 12 inches of the silver, and then we'll do 10 inches of the black, roughly. So to like double that for centimeters. It's not exact, but, you know, 25, a little more than double, 25 centimeters for the silver and like 21 centimeters for the black, something like that. Oh, I need another one of these too. So we need the 2 black and 2 silver. Okay, we want to make a decent sized loop. Just, you know, like a basic loop like that, and then have the wire going sideways. Not too small, like a nice good sized loop, right? And then we want to come out about, I think about 5 inches and bend it back. Hopefully that'll work. Let's try it. Yeah, that's about right. So about 5 inches. Want to make a nice tight bend there, so we can pinch this, but hold it with your fingers carefully so that you don't slip. Go. Make sure you have very firm control. If you slip, you're going to scratch it. You don't want to do that. And then, you know, mess with it. Just kind of make it straight. And this part can just stick out like, hey. Right? Okay? And then just mess with it some more. You don't make it machine perfect. Just try to get it kind of even, right? Like that. Just do your best. It's pretty good. Pretty good, okay. And then make the other one to match. You can use the pliers to try to get it more straight too. So as you get used to aluminum, it's really soft and nice. It's like molding butter. Moldy butter sounds really delicious right now, but I didn't say moldy. I said like molding, like shaping butter. If you want to just put this video down and go get a big pound of butter and just start sculpting it into your favorite cartoon character, I think that would be a better use of your time than this. So, you know, pause the video if you want to do both, but I'll wait. Let's see, that's pretty close. All right, so now we're gonna take. You can get any kind of big hunk of metal, like a door hinge, and nail it to a block of wood, or you can buy this cute little anvil. I don't buy anything. I stole this from some little tiny people up in a tree. And anyway, but basically you put this up here and you just get an old hammer and you just hammer it. Just get all your aggression out until you're done being angry at Aunt May. And put something underneath it, like a cloth, or like leather is the best, because a cloth, whatever you put underneath, it's going to get beat up. So don't put anything you like. In a pinch, you can put like a stack of napkins, but that's not recommended because after a while they're going to get torn up. Just make sure you're protecting whatever's underneath. Try not to do it on a hammer. Try not to do it on a table like I'm doing right now, because your whole table is probably going to shake. Most tables are not made for that. It's better to do it if you could find like a concrete floor or a tile floor, but make sure that tile is protected by something soft underneath. Anyway, so you want to hammer this, hammer, 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 flip it over, hammer, 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 till you're satisfied that it's flattened enough, right? So I'm going to do that now. I'll be right back. Before I do that, I should probably do the same thing. We're going to do the same thing with these black wire ones. Make a loop. This way you can get all our hammering done in one shot. So we're going to make a loop, and what's about halfway? We'll go about 4 inches. And come back. That's good. I like that. Yeah, that's good. So do the same thing, you know, mess with it, get it nice, pinch it, get it nice and uniform. Make 2 of them that match. Okay, they were beaten, but did they learn their lesson? They get a little misshapen sometimes when you're hammering them, so you can just bend them back the way you want. They are a lot stronger now that they've been hammered, but that doesn't mean you can't still maneuver them. And this one's pretty good. This one got a little. No, that's actually pretty good. But just try to get it as you know, uniform as possible. But don't spend forever worrying about it, because most of it is just artsy and you know, it's a sculpture. We're making sculpture earrings, so just think of it like abstract. Cool. Now that one got like really wonky. First we'll tighten this, and then we'll straighten these guys out a little bit. But anyway, okay, now you want a really fat marker and a really skinny pen. The skinniest, I tried paintbrush. This paintbrush was a little too thin. If you get a fatter paintbrush or a really skinny pen, but basically you want the fattest marker you can get and the skinniest pen you can get. So we're going to start with the marker, and first we've got to scarf this guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to come around like this and use this extra little arm that stuck out to scarf him. And just wrap him around there. And we're just going to go around once and then cut it halfway across. Make sure that piece doesn't shoot out and hit you in the face. Close your eyes if you're going to shoot it, or make sure you're wearing glasses of some type. This is very sharp here, so I'm going to tuck it in. Pinch it, make sure all the sharp ends are tucked in and gone. They can never hurt anyone again. Your days of hurting people are over. Anyway, then we're going to take the marker like this, and we're going to wrap it around. Not really anything, just try to get an even wrap. And we're going to come around diagonal like that. And just try to keep everything evenly spaced. If it starts to get uneven, you know, just do your best. Just keep coming around, coming around, coming around. Try to get that flat in there. And you can kind of pinch some parts, but as you pinch some parts, others are going to move. So, you know, just go around and try to make it as even as you can, and slide it off. You can mess with it some more if you want, you know, but don't go too crazy. All right? And then once you get like this, then you want take this middle part, and this top part rather, and bring it to the middle of the circle, as close as you can get to the middle. Just, it's going to take a little bit of muscle, but just get it in there like that. Try not to disturb the rest of the coils. Try to keep them fairly even and straight, and get that as close as you can to what you believe is the middle. Might need to pinch in a few different places. All right, and We're going to do the same thing with this guy. First, we're going to bring him up in here and scarf him. You can go around a few times if you need, but that should be good. Tuck that in. All right. And then use the pen for this guy. And again, let's make these kind of tight first. You got to mess with it quite a bit. You're a sculptor, remember. Just be a sculptor. Don't be afraid. Sculptor goes in and just messes with everything. You don't even know exactly how it's going to turn out. You're just having fun. You're sculpting the metal like it's clay. All right. Now let's kind of press that against there and just start rolling it. It's going to fight you. You just start using bad language on it if it makes you feel better. Just get all your negativity out. This is a little bit harder than the fat one. There we go. Coming around. Now notice my spacing is not even. It's okay. We're going to work on it. We're just doing our best. All right, don't judge us. We don't really know what we're doing. Just love us for who we are. We are a twisted hunk of aluminum. All right, that last little bit I want to get that a little more, and I want to space this guy a little better. And you can even, this guy's going to be on the inside, so you can actually pull him a little tighter if need be. He doesn't have to keep an open mind like the other one has to stay open to fit something inside. All right. Again, try to pull this loop towards the center without disturbing too much of the rest of it, and I kind of did. Let's see. So very disturbed. It's a very disturbed piece of metal. You might need therapy. But the idea is that you're enjoying it and you're pretending that you learned something, and that makes me feel good. Like just the thought that I could bring many people to feel like they really learned something when they didn't. It just, that kind of that just kind of helps me to feel really good about leading people into thinking they did something that didn't happen. All right, so now we get these two, and see how they go like this? We get nice jump ring. Get some big jump rings like 10 millimeter, and you might not be able to fit it with one. You might need to put a few, but I was hanging it from this part right here, and I'm going to try hanging it from this loop. No, actually, I don't want to do that because it'll just slide around and around, and so I think we're stuck hanging it from the scarfed part. Let's give it a shot. Getting jump rings into these tight spots can be really tough. You'll need 2 pairs of pliers. I don't know where my other flat nose is. You really don't want to use round nose for this, but what the heck. That's what I'm doing. So there we go. And that didn't go on what I like. Oh, look, it's going all the way down. All the way down where we don't want it to. It's rolling all the way down. Let's try that again. That obviously didn't go on the part we wanted. I'm just grabbing a larger jump ring. Like, this jump ring is like 14 millimeters, I think, maybe 12. It's a big monster of a jump ring, and I'm just going to go with that instead of trying to reinvent the wheel. So there we go. I have it in there, right? See that? Now I'm going to slide this guy up in here and see if I can catch him on there somehow. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe this isn't going to work at all. Maybe this is a bad idea. Maybe I'll close him and try to use another jump ring to get the other guy. Let me see, where does he kind of lands right there? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get this original jump ring I was using. This is more like an 8 or 10 millimeter. All right, we'll link him first and then see if we can get him up in there onto the other guy. Nope, that's too hard. Let's put him inside and then take the jump ring and then link. There we go, I can get it. I can see it. I can see it now. It's probably not anything anyone will be able to do but me. So just watch this and be sad, wishing you could do this. That's really the point of this, is to make everyone sad. Okay, I think I got the jump ring in there. Turn it around. I think it's in a happy place. I'm gonna try to close it, and boom! Yes, success. That guy's even kind of like, wish you could see this. Okay, there we go. So he's kind of spinning around in there. So you got one coil inside another coil, right? And up, it doesn't look like a total mess up at the top. It looks a little crazy, but once we add a couple more jump rings, I don't think an earring hook will fit on this big flat thing, so we're gonna have to add like 1 or 2 more jump rings. But that's okay, because we got the hard part done, right? So 1, and then we'll put a baby one on. There we go. Success, sort of. It's a monstrosity. It's kind of steampunkish. It's kind of like, it looks like I tore the gears out of C-3PO and used his flux capacitor to make earrings, but whatever. Ah, so beautiful. In a very industrial, futuristic, junkyard, insane, sculptural, artistic, scary kind of way.